In the closet filming it, and Russell Simmons said this is the best thing that he's ever seen. He said, I thought it was politically correct. Silly me. And after Spike Lee came after him, are you following me? And there were some Negroes like the NAACP looking trying to let him off the hook. I'm like, no, we can't do that. Because it's going to set the precedent for everyone else to disrespect us, right or wrong. And we're not going for that. Next slide. Next. Harriet Tubman said she's freed thousands of slaves. She could have freed thousands more if they only knew they were slaves. Next slide. Next. So you know our good brother Kendrick Johnson. They said he dropped his sneakers in a rolled up fat in the gym. Went down to get it and suffocated to death. Stop that. If y'all believe that, I got a goddamn prince to sell y'all a little bit later on. This brother was murdered, and you know he was murdered. So in the body, when they dug up the body, exhumed the body, and they did the examination, opened up the body and found that they had newspapers stuffed in the body. And they took the organs. They're selling organs, black people's organs, on the black market. See, you're not going to feel until it happens to you and your child. But I'm telling you, man, when they come get Professor Griff a little bit later on at the hotel tonight, guess what they come for tomorrow morning? Your black ass. Trust me. They're coming. So we can determine this right now and today. What you gonna do? Y'all know what I'm gonna do. Me and my crew that's out there. What are y'all gonna do? You gotta stand up. You have no other choice. Or keep your head stuck in the sand and die miserably. I'm not dying that kind of death. I'm going out like Queen Latifah and set it off. Next slide. Next. Next, I can't even deal with that. I see young people. They're everywhere. They walk around me like everyone else. They don't even know that they're dumb. Some of y'all know people like that. It's in your family. Because I got a few in mind. Next. I'm going to see where I can end this because my time is almost up. My job is to help destroy what's left of your imagination by feeding you endless doses of sugar-coated, mindless garbage. Otherwise, channel zero. Next. Let's give it up to my good brother, Lupe Fiasco. This brother is speaking truth to power and needs our support. In this particular slide right here, the Secret Service snatched the brother off the stage at the inauguration of Barack Obama. Next. Lupe Fiasco says, wow, Lupe Fiasco goes on the record by saying MTV is the Illuminati favorite network. Next. You lined up at 4 o'clock in the morning at the mall to stand in line in the cold to buy a $200 pair of sneakers in Latonia, Stonecrest Mall. You busted the doors down and trampled people to death. Some of y'all got shot and stabbed and pepper sprayed. Some of y'all left the damn children in the car to buy a $200 pair of sneakers, and you want the rest of the people on the globe to respect you? I think not. Sneakers? And then recently, the Jordans went on sale again. The brother got into a physical confrontation and the brother pulled out some heat, licked off on the dude. He's there bleeding and people are stepping over him to stay in line. You don't feel nothing for yourself, do you? Next. People can change. All of us in this room. We weren't always like this conscious, right? I know I wasn't. Right or wrong? People can change, but you have to give them a chance, right or wrong? When they meet you, you represent that doorway to consciousness. Be the best person you can be. Alright? Get out of your own way and definitely get out of that individual's way because you're responsible for him or her, right or wrong? Alright, next. We can't give up on the youth, man. Are you following me? Someone whispered in Malcolm's ear, gave him the teachings. We have to do that for every single one of us. All right? Next. History is a people's memory. And without memory, man is devoted to the lower animals. Malcolm X. What happened, brothers and sisters? How do we go from this, having pride and self-respect, moving the culture and the people in the race forward to this? Next. If you don't know who these people are, but know who these people are, you are what's wrong with the black community. Next. When the morals of a people decline, the people decline as well. Alright? Sister, when that brother comes to talk to you, make him be the best man that he can be and let him know he's not approaching some little girl. Are you following me? And we need to raise the vibrational pitch of our thinking. Turn it up on his ass for real, brothers and sisters. We have to. You know why? Because the children are watching.
That's right.
And they go by what they see, not what you tell them. Are you following me? 90% of all communication is non-verbal, right or wrong? Alright, next. Historically, the European system has encouraged the killing of blacks, and since blacks have been led to believe that they are a part of the psychopath system, they simply follow the practice. So this is ingrained in you, and as Bobby Hemmings says, it's like you're like automatons. You do it like you're on automatic pilot, and you think nothing about killing one another. Next. Let's give it up to my good brother, Immortal Technique. One of the brothers that's still on the front lines of hip-hop. Next. Has influenced over millions of black young people. Tells them it's okay to join gangs, to use drugs, to disrespect dark black women. Dark black women are not beautiful. This is your friend Little Wendy, Little Wayne. Next. Black history should not begin with slavery. Please, brothers and sisters. I had this conversation last night. Who was I talking to about this? Shantae? Where's she at? Raise your hand. Stand up. Let's give her a round of applause. A school teacher, the third grade school teacher. Listen, we have a lot of educators in the house. We got to get this point correct. We need a reference point. And slavery should not be the reference point. Are you following me? So then we think we do one thing past one iota past slavery, we think we accomplished something, right or wrong. And we didn't. There's nothing new under the sun. Next. All of our marching and self-respect and equality was not supposed to end up with all of us calling ourselves niggas. Ballers, pimps, and hustlers. Next. This is the last thing I'm going to drop on you. Just dealing with the technical side of this thing. Since I visited the London School of Business and a few other these schools. I'm talking about high-tech schools. All white people up in these schools. I don't know why they invited me. I went into the school and they showed me around the school. The technology is so advanced. Touch screen boards and they're using holograms and all kinds of stuff to educate young. They're training them for leadership to rule the world. Are you following me? So when the iPhone 5 came out, it reminded me, and I rolled my mind back to when I visited the London School of Business. And I'm dealing with 13 and 14 and 15-year-olds. Alright? So the iPhone 5 came out and it dealt with the fingerprint scanner technology, the Touch ID. Alright? You all know that Facebook is in cahoots with the NSA and the DOD and the Pentagon, right or wrong? And you know the Pentagon and the rest of the alphabet boys are working with Hollywood, right or wrong? So let's keep this particular thing in mind. iPhone 5 comes out, it needs your fingerprint because they're collecting data, as Steve Coakley teaches us, right or wrong? They're trying to build the database, I'm telling you, simply because everyone has to be fitted for the implantable biomicrochip. By this time next year, all of y'all will be chipped. Yeah, talk shit today. We'll see. It needs your fingerprint. It needs your DNA. You go to the ATM machine, you press the button, it takes a picture, it scans your face. Facial recognition software. It's already happening at the airport, but you just didn't know it. Are you following me? They collected DNA samples. Alright? So when the iPhone 5S came out, it was very critical. Next slide. Now, I know y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but I gotta say this as I make my exit. Why is it that when the iPhone 5S came out, this advanced technology came out, which is not really advanced, because they got some stuff that will outdate this. Are you following me? You know once they put it out, they 5 to 10 years ahead of time. Right or wrong? Okay, cool. But when this particular phone came out, the new drug that hit the street and what it does to you will blow your mind. So this needs your fingerprint, right? Keep that in mind. Next slide. No, I'm sorry, that was a Freudian slip. Next slide. Could you back that up? No, it's cool to laugh sometimes. Don't worry about it. Anyway, next slide. So as the security expert, Bruce, whatever his name is, explained how the particular thing is wired and how it resonates with your frequency, the vibration coming off your body. So they're collecting DNA, all right, which will lead them to that doorway, that pathway, all right, to experiment on a psychic level, all right. They said people was popping Molly and eating one another, taking bites out of humans. I mean, it was hot sauce and jerk human, and anyway, I'm just saying, this is a new drug that hit the street. Next slide, and it's called crocodile. Just in case anyone is thinking about using the new street drug crocodile, here is what it does to you. All over your body. Is it a coincidence, Jason Orr, that the iPhone 5S comes out and you need your finger to maneuver through it, and then the new drug hits the street called crocodile and it causes your fingers to be removed? So now when I go steal your phone, not only do I got to steal your phone, I got to cut up your damn hand, right or wrong. This is not by accident. These people are diabolical, man. And we need to get this in mind. You need to know who you're dealing with. Next slide. It rots your flesh from within. Crocodile out of Russia, a new drug out of Russia. Either they stealing the babies, kidnapping the babies, using babies for blood sacrifice, murdering the babies, or getting hooked on drugs like this. Black family, we need to come together, man, and get tighter and look out for one another. Am I right or wrong? So blessed are those that struggle. Oppression is worse than the grave. It's better to live and die for a noble cause than to live and die a slave. Asante Sana, thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate it. Big thanks. Zaire. You ready? All right.